is Mr. King's car. Man owns the building. At least we can get his car right.
Oh, I have almost no cash. Just $9,000.
I got your keys.
Just so you know, I would have done the same thing if you were white.
That's good to know.
Hello, welcome to What the Flick. Alonzo and I are going to get all up close and personal and cuddly to Get Hard, which is what you wanted to see, I'm sure. So Get Hard is not all that complicated. It's what the title says.
Yeah, pretty much. It's sort of like Trading Places, only not remotely funny and all about prison rape. Will Ferrell plays a douchey stockbroker who is being sent up the river for Bernie Madoff-style shenanigans, although he claims he's innocent. And so that he doesn't become someone's bitch, he hires Kevin Hart to turn him into a tough guy, not realizing that Kevin Hart is, in the words of another character, a Cliff Huxtable-style straight-up pussy. Take a look.
I'm rolling in
Buenos dias, Cecilio.
There's a water spout. You don't think people can see those? Damn it! Get the roof!
James King.
Yes?
You're under arrest for fraud and embezzlement.
I have faith that the justice system will exonerate me.
I sentence you to 10 years in a maximum security prison.
Did he say 10 years?
My life is ruined. Because after 30 days, I'm going to prison.
It's not as bad as I've heard, is it?
Hell yeah, it's bad.
Teach me how to survive in prison the way you did.
Tell me how you know I went to prison.
Given your low economic status.
Wait, what?
Your perceived lack of college education.
Okay.
Statistically, you definitely went to prison.
I'll see you tomorrow, convict.
Hello?
You ready, white boy? Pepper spray, bitch! Prison school is in session.
I'm learning so much. This is exactly what I need.
This is my prison readiness program. You master these skills, you will survive in prison. Let me see what your mad dog face look like.
What is a mad dog?
Your mad dog! Ah! What are you doing, James?
Sad dogging you. I think that's a strategy that could work. Please don't sexually assault me. I'm already too sad.
We do this, we do it hard. I can get hard. As your incarceration expert, this is my job to prepare you. We are about to simulate a prison riot. That was intense, right?
Actually, I feel fine.
Ow! What?
So this movie is kind of equal opportunity in tooling on everyone for being stupid and insensitive and closed-minded, right? There is no good person, there is no villain, they're all idiots.
I suppose you could make that defense. We're really grasping at straws now.
Yes.
What this reminded me of was there's a great quote that's attributed to Morgan Freeman where he says, "I don't like the word homophobia. That implies that you're afraid. You're not afraid. You're just an asshole." This movie is just an asshole. Like, this movie is made by people who know better. I mean, I know that they know better. I mean, you know...
Etan Cohen directed it.
He directed it. He wrote Tropic Thunder, which had a really, you know, they had the gay rapper Al Pacino character in it.
There's a lot of biting satire in Tropic Thunder that works. That does not work here.
Exactly. Right. Tropic Thunder is one of those movies where they go to the edge and they figure out, like, how do we do this super offensive thing and make it funny and make a point? And this movie is just offensive. And it's, I mean, and not even offensive in that, like, my feelings were hurt. Just offensive in that you can't believe in 2015 somebody is showing a brunch place full of gay guys looking like, and implying that they're all just there to get blown in the bathroom because that's what they do. That's a line that Kevin Hart says in this movie.
Well, isn't that meant to... Okay, again, I'm grasping here. I'm playing devil's advocate here. Isn't that meant to expose idiotic misconceptions of homosexuality?
In a smarter movie, yes.
Okay.
Not this one.
Yeah, I agree. I will say that I laughed here and there more than I thought I was going to. There's a bit that Kevin Hart does where he's renovated Will Ferrell's austere Bel Air mansion and turned it into a prison. And there's a bit that he does where he's playing 3 different characters that's just like brilliant because it's so quick and he goes between each character seamlessly. The characters themselves are not all that funny, but his energy that he brings to them. And there are, I mean, you can see how it's cut,
I admire the technique.
Yeah. There are moments where, like, it's in a single take that he's going from one to the other to the other. It's an Hispanic character, it's a black character, it's like a really femmy homosexual character who is like his girlfriend now.
You're in the wrong part of the yard, white boy. You lost this, eh?
I'm very confused.
Then go back where you belong.
I don't know where I belong.
I know where you belong. You belong with me.
I don't want that.
And I admire the energy of that, and in some ways, Kevin Hart tones down the manic, fast-talking shtick here. He's not constant motor mouth like he is in the
Think Like a Man movies, yeah.
And
Ride Along.
I kind of appreciate the fact that he's a totally different person than Will Ferrell expects him to be.
I feel like that, I mean, funny trumps everything. And when these guys try and defend this movie, they say, well, funny, at the end of the day, funny is funny. Yeah,
but it's not.
But this isn't funny, that's the thing. And it's, I think in a lot of ways, really kind of cowardly. You know, you look at a movie like Blazing Saddles, that is a movie that was not afraid to push buttons and like take things to their logical conclusion. And this movie, on the one hand, wants to be, you know, transgressive, but then it dials it back so much. You know, like there's a scene where with the white supremacists in the biker bar, and who are miraculously not carrying guns, you know, so that they can have this whole scene and not die, basically. That made no sense to me at all. You have, you know, the N-word is only reluctantly uttered by Will Ferrell once at the behest of Kevin Hart.
And it's not even how he really says it.
And he can't even really say it. You know, no one says the word faggot in this movie. They talk about rape and blowjobs and anal sex wall to wall, but nobody says that word.
And you see dick.
Yeah, and so you know, if they're not going to say that word, it's because they know they can't. And if you know you can't, then you are a coward satirist.
Right, and they probably think they're being very, very edgy here.
I'm sure they do. I'm sure they think that but the thing is, there's a difference between laying out material that you shouldn't, you know, or that people will tell you that you shouldn't, and doing something with it. And this doesn't build to any kind of satirical points. It's also weirdly racist. I mean, apart from Kevin Hart and his family, every black character in this movie is like a South Central gangbanger.
Yeah. Oh, and then it's also misogynistic in that, except for, again, Kevin Hart's wife and his daughter, who are lovely and smart and the voices of reason here.
Right.
The girlfriend that Will Ferrell ends up with, her name is Shonda. She just twerks the entire time.
Yeah, that's all she's got.
The white supremacist rally has all these, like, trashy chicks in just, like, corsets with their tits hanging out.
Right, which, you know...
Which would be uncomfortable during pool playing, I would think.
I would think, yeah. I mean, and that's, again, that's one of those things where I'm sure they could point to actual photos and say, look, this is what happens at Sturgis or whatever. But like, yeah.
And but the Alison Brie character, too.
Right, but you can't pick and choose that sort of thing. It's like, again, funny trumps everything. And had this been funny, then I would be, you know, you guys are always asking me, like, should we be offended on behalf of the gays? So I'm like, no, it's not. It's not a thing. This one counts as offensive to gays because it's so stupid. It's like, if you want to make fun of gay people, do it smart and have something that feels like it's of this planet. This feels like such sort of weird, not even 1982, like 1967 level of like, ew, gays.
Right, misunderstanding. And then there's one guy who becomes Kevin Hart's friend, the guy who hits on Kevin Hart.
Right.
And then they surprisingly become friends afterward and they're FaceTiming about something. But he's still trying to convert Kevin Hart. He's still trying to like transform him.
Yeah,
You're also predatory. Why?
It's what we do.
Right. You're recruiting.
This movie is unconscionably lazy. And given that, you know, Ferrell and Hart are funny guys and they've been funny in a lot of movies, this just felt so strained and uninspired. And you know, look, if you're going to be transgressive, then be smart about it and be funny about it and have a point of view. And this movie is entirely constructed on rape panic, which fine, that, you know, it happens in prison, but it A, totally treats it like this wacky joke, and B, it equates all male sexual activity, consensual or otherwise, to rape.
As an act of violence.
Yeah. So fuck this movie, is what I'm saying.
Fuck this movie. Having said that, what's your number?
I give it a 0.3. I think I chuckled once or twice.
Okay, I think you give it a 0.4.
Oh, 0.4. Okay, fine. I'll be generous.
Fine, 0.4. Very kind of you. I give it a 3 because sometimes they have some chemistry. Not like the rape kind that they're making fun of in the movie. They do this gesture.
A lot.
They do this gesture too. But I laughed here and there more than I thought I was going to. I guess it's a matter of expectations, so I give it a 3. Not really a resounding endorsement. So our average is a 1.7. It is at 32% on the tomato meter. People were laughing at my screening, a packed screening in Tempe, Arizona.
I did pay and see it with regular folks. There was some laughter, but not as much as you would expect from these two stars. and a lot of ew, the one moment that like a penis was visible.
There's visible penis in this movie. More than there is in 50 Shades of Grey. That's our standard.
That's the bar.
Okay, have a good day, guys. Thanks. Bye.